does go down. Quick jump shot always is a good thing to go for here, especially in these scenarios around Rondo. Difficult to deny that one. T2K over towards Nick McGalaxy as Ralph does get the pickup, so it's all systems go around the map here for Nick McGalaxy, but those systems are failing. Ralph being the player that headed over towards a recall beacon, and now it gets real scary. They are very central, but playing on with a few players here. They obviously want to get more back up again. This is a scary spot to be in, because now you've got to move out from the center zone.
Absolutely. Need to get out of dodge as fast as you can. Is going to be pretty chock-a-block fairly quickly in this central area, with teams looking to try and get those recalls done nice and quickly. It looks like we still have 2 players down in the lobby overall. Hopefully they can get picked back up. See if that can come on through. Team Flash, ooh, taking a knock from Goat as well. Looks like a flush coming through there as well. And once more, going to have to try and pick themselves back up to 4. You do not want to be going into stage 2 with only 3 players.
Talking to, I think we were speaking to Hustler Crew yesterday. I think it was one of the desks that was able to catch them, basically saying that it's such a different lobby for us. Like, teams are moving so incredibly fast towards our center. You can really get a feel of that right here, right now, where teams are just getting stuck in, trying to find a place to position, trying to find a place to stay. And we are in sort of that center meta at the moment, but no one's been really able to capitalize on playing edge at the moment. So many times they really struggle to get in because there's so many sight lines already set up towards that center of the circle. And one thing I am slightly worried about.
Ooh. Take a moment.
Take a moment here.
Void.
We'll park that.
Potato. With a challenge here against Nick McGalaxy. On the inside now, just ducking back behind the wall, but now has to hold the door frame. It does so beautifully. Dear. Satan for 2. A beautiful pop-off here. And now it's a 1v1 on location. Voinchikari not having the greatest time in the fight, and Satan backs him off the res as well. He's going to step forwards. He's playing him like a fiddle right now and just needs one more chord to strike it. Satan hops back over the wall again, up into the wall, spots it, back into the door frame, still just dancing around this one. Not willing to fully commit just yet, but the third is there. What a hold from Satan. Beautiful stuff, but Void Shikery in tatters.
Demonic behavior coming through from Satan here. The 1v3 just looks easy for Nick McGalaxy, and that racks them up at the 8-minute mark at 8 eliminations. They are 1 for 1 on the minute at the moment. Incredible stuff. I want to go back to what I was talking about earlier though. Boars, they go for this 2-2 split across stadium as well as down towards the southeast side. I found that sometimes in Western Europe, that regroup was slightly slow. I know they want to control stadium recall beacon as much as possible, so hopefully the ball's down towards the southeast side. They're keeping their heads down.
Trying to stay out of it for now. We were looking at the point scoring from the previous 2 days, and it looks like to get a 4th place in this format is going to be
it's 48 points.
It's going to be in the, it's from 48 down to 44. That was the sort of scores we were seeing around that part of the tables from the first day and the second day. So you really want to be aiming to get over 50 points.
Yeah, you're basically looking for an 8-point average during this, and that's a tough ask for a lot of teams. It's very, very worrying to go into this one, and I think that it's clear to say that from every single day we've seen so far, from Group A to Group B, usually the team that gets a chicken dinner on Rondo is in the top 4.
I mean, yeah, it's more than likely that if you give yourself such a strong start, you're going to have a good time with it. So for Nick McGalaxy, converting this from their position now on the south side is so important with a high-scoring start.
Yeah, they're able to get all 4 players back up again as well, which is incredible news for them. So they have a full reset. There was also bodies left behind by Voin, which is another possibility of getting those players back up again. I am kind of curious where Voin did head off to, because they need to get 3 more players back up again. It's disappointing, right? It's disappointing for Voin there. I think yesterday they were fairly consistent, but it is absolutely true that the gun skill was where they were lacking a lot of times.
Looks like they actually recalled almost all the way down towards Jadina on the southeast side, and they are still very much in the blue zone, Blank. So a long way to trudge into this next zone. and they're going to have to go around Neok's factory on the eastern side as well, although they definitely can choose their approach. Being so far away, that is the one benefit is afforded to them. Loop's also looking to skirt the edge, as we saw there, them moving to the east of Neok's factory, trying to send a little bit more central. And then we hop on over to RJC, who are on the western side, around Stadium, and actually, with Terminus still in Stadium, he's very split from the rest of the boars.
Well, again, it makes sense that he's just controlling the recall. That's all he's doing. There's also that situation where if they have a bad mishap down on the southeast side, Terminus can recall them all back in. Right now, he is getting a little bit cornered, right? That's the price you have to pay for that kind of play at the end of the day, though. So we'll see how he does extricate himself from the situation. Though he stayed fairly hidden before in Western Europe. No one's really able to spot him. Sometimes he's struck from that location as well. All right, though, they're moving in on that south side of Stadium at the moment. Now there is a wall between Terminus and the rest of the boars. We head over towards the eastern side. It is a fairly eastern shift on this as well, and we're around Bamboo, so we're kind of in a similar area we were on Group A. And if you remember from Group A, where Four Thrives is playing is where Pandem also thrived from.
Okay, hopefully they can repeat that sort of performance from that northeast side, from the hills that sit there. Team Flash to their southwest, as well as Loops, are in the contention for going for that spot. Terminus, I mean, he would have known that RJC was sending someone on in, but with the circle leaving, RJC not going to commit to holding that one out. I don't know if he made his presence known, but there was some damage on side for RJC. It's such an open recall in the middle of Stadium. It's slap bang in the middle of the arena. So just holding it out, it's more than likely to get damage, if not shut down the entire squad. In the meantime, the Galaxy are on the hunt. They're rolling across the open field right behind T2K. And it's going to work out because Lords claps another and picks it up for the flush as well. They're looking for Slayer around the other side of the rock. It's very unlikely that they can get the recalls on here. So for T2K, this could be terminal.
They're looking for the 10er here, 100%. I mean, with Slayer on the other side, this feels like a pretty big opportunity to get it. And there will be the knock, assisted by the nade and also 7-2-1, but they do get that stolen away from them, so they stay at 9 points, not hitting double digits just yet. We can see Satan here, 5 elims. The game is extraordinary work from Nigma Galaxy, continuing to do well. And it's a good rotate in, because not only that, they cut off T2K, who was in the area, so they expand even more space around this location.
I take that back, though. I thought T2K would find it difficult to get the recalls. They immediately got the recalls. They had a duo on the southwest side, so they're going to be able to find their full 4 yet again. The regroup coming through for the boars as well has happened, which means that Stadium is now open on that western side. And a couple of teams yet to make their way fully in. Obviously, we saw T2K push back out of the circle from that engagement. You've also got R8 up on that northern side, and a team that has just about started to enter the circle. Conqueror, they're moving in.
Yeah, Conqueror is trying to head over towards Luke's position. They're playing on high ground at the moment. You can see Void Zeta already taking quite a bit of damage there. They will just continue the pursuit, though, for center. And this is a bit of a thread, right? This is a bit of a thread coming from Void. It's not surprising they take a knock from this, because there is a lot of teams looking at them at the moment. Vagnazada finds a huge long shot over towards Rules. Should be able to confirm the flush on it, too.
Picks up the point. T2K, they got back up to 4 and almost immediately dismantled back to 2. They are starting to get scrappy on the south side blank. They really haven't been able to find a way in, and now the circle is chock-a-block. It is a real roadblock in their way. I don't think T2K are going to be able to find too much more into this match. They may just have to settle with the 1 elim point. And in they go. 1 goes out. Slayer's low, has to dip out of the blue zone, and there he goes down 2. Now just 1 player left standing for them on the back, and it's really going to be a tough time.
Loops win, potentially, off the back of this. This is a very, very nice circle shift for them. They have so much high ground control. They need to keep a head swivel on, though, right? They need as much scouting as possible in this game to understand where all the teams are coming from. They didn't really let Void get away without doing damage to them either, so it's good to see them having impact in this game, not just letting teams get through for free. So this is really, really good news for Loops, who arguably yesterday should have done a lot better.
Boars sending in, deciding where they want to go. It looks like the assault is going to happen over towards Al-Ula. And over the side, they haven't taken it off just yet, but it's only going to be a matter of time, or maybe not, as they just pop out and hop into the fight straight away. No answer from Al-Ula. They didn't have crossfires established onto this position, and that made it vulnerable.
Again, this is one of the strengths from Boars, though, I think this is one thing we have to highlight about this team, is that their decision-making is so swift, right? And it's nice to see a squad that all agree on one thing at the same time and will just make that push, because when they were on the map, it was far southwest. They wrapped around Goat Team, who were playing just the western side of Test Track, and then straight through towards that location, and they were ready for a fight. Alula, on the other hand, they just weren't expecting a team to come